Welcome to Fake Fighting Frenzy, the show that's bigger than the Big Show,
Bigger than the Big Show. Bigger than Mark Henry.
and as
And
small
more
as
cerebral than the cerebral assassin.
classic match from the annals of WWE Network.
This is Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk for the WWF title in a TLC match at SummerSlam 2009.
First thought,
Jeff
Hardy in a TLC match.
Yeah,
holy
of course,
shit.
for sure. Yeah,
This is going to be a good match.
This was a few years after all of the classic TLC matches between the Hardy Boys and the Dudleys and Edge and Christian. So, and CM Punk is like just starting to come up in the world. He just became world heavyweight. Is it world heavyweight? Yeah,
World heavyweight.
Yeah, world heavyweight champion. I'm not sure at this point if the World Heavyweight Championship was more important. I guess it was because that was the main event. So
yeah, I guess it was more important.
So, but the whole story becomes like, Jeff Hardy is well known as a heroin addict, and CM Punk's whole gimmick was, I'm strong, I'm straight edge, you should all be like me because straight edge is the best thing ever. I'm drug free. I don't, smoke or have promiscuous sex.
Yeah, you can't be as strong as me. You can only embrace his weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly. So the way he figures it is that the only way to make people see the light that is straight edge is to end Jeff Hardy.
Because every great political statement
is made by killing somebody.
Made by decimating your opponent in a wrestling match.
Absolutely. In wrestling it is. I mean, let's be fair. But yeah, so...
But he ran Jeff Hardy right out of the
WWE. Yeah.
Sent him into the arms of TNA.
Yeah, more or less. I don't know how much longer Jeff Hardy was with WWE after that, but it was not long after that he joined TNA, so pretty much. Yeah, and I mean, the whole thing, the thing that I love so much about this match and that I love about any wrestling, like, this is, like, the top thing that any wrestling match can do for Derek to give it 5 stars is for every single move in the match or everything that happens in the match to happen as a direct result of the thing that came before it. So, somebody gets hit with a chair, and because of that, the guy starts climbing up the ladder. Things that logically progress and make sense like that.
It becomes like one of those like mouse traps where one thing sets off another thing, sets off another thing, sets off another thing.
There's a name for that. It's a
thinking.
It's like
of the word
Goldberg or something Berg.
Something
contraption.
The OK Go people do it in their music videos to great success.
But anyway, so yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's just a logical, progression and building up of drama that culminates with something, and in this case, something amazing.
One of the highlights of this match.
Well, we don't blow the load.
I'm not blowing the load.
You're gonna
blow the load. You can see where I'm going.
You're gonna spoil the big spot in the whole match. You said one of the highlights of this match. I know you're gonna.
One of the highlights of this match is the fact that the belt is just dangling above them. Okay, and that there is I think more ladders in this match than I've ever seen in any other match.
Whole lot of
there is at least 20 ladders in the ring area and on the stage surrounding it and stuff, including the biggest effing ladder that anyone's ever seen.
There's regulation size ladders, and then there's the big ladders that they had been using for Money in the Bank matches for a while, and then there's just this fucking it had to have been 20 feet high, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It was an insanely huge ladder, but we'll get to that later. So, and one of the other things I really love about this match that you reminded me with the thing about how the belt is dangling is this match has some of the best like ladder psychology spots that I've ever seen. Like when the guys climb up and get to the belt and like almost grab it, like they really almost grab it.
Yeah, they're leaving fingerprints on the belt.
They're like grabbing it with their hands instead of like batting at it like a cat. Like that's what they always do. Like to stall for time, they always like. But these guys are like actually like
legit
really
grabbing.
Legit, like it looks like they're actually trying to grab the belt every time they almost get their hands on it. And it happens a bunch of times, including like a really awesome final sequence that they do.
There's a great rhythm to the match.
The rhythm is so good. I mean, just everything is one after the other, and and happens like I was saying as a result of the thing that was before it.
Equal punishment is dealt.
It even starts out really great. It starts out with like they lock up for a while. They do the collar and elbow tie up thing, whatever. But then CM Punk just starts wailing on fucking Jeff Hardy, like punching him and kicking him like 20 times in a row, and then sends him to the outside and hits him with a chair twice, and then just goes straight for the belt. Like 2 minutes into the match. And those
are some monster chair shots too. Like there's one that lands right on his elbow.
Yeah, that
looks like it hurts like a son of a bitch.
That opening of the match, it totally works too, because in any other match that's not a ladder match, if you hit somebody with a chair twice, that would be the end of the match pretty much, but not in a ladder match, obviously. And like there's so many awesome spots. I'm just trying to think of some of the spots right now. Like the first one, the one that really got me to start paying attention to the match was when Hardy set up the chair and Punk is in the corner and he's going for that thing where he like throws himself in a V pattern at the person in the corner, but Punk just catches him and drops him straight on like the back of the chair, like the back sticking up, just like drops his back, like the spine of the chair straight into his kidney, which looked super painful.
Which I can't imagine that you were trying to like.
It seemed like he was trying to do that.
It seems like it, but
it seems like he was directed
haphazard to aim at someone's spine.
And the chair, like you couldn't tell how much it really hurt because the chair kind of like got sprung out from under him as soon as he hit it, but it still looked like it hurt like hell.
Maybe Punk was like kicking out the chair a little bit to make the fall easier.
Maybe, I don't know, but it looked kind of like on purpose. But another awesome spot was, excuse me, I can't remember which one happened first, where Punk goes for he has that thing where he does the knee. That's his move where he goes for the knee in the corner and then he turns it into a bulldog. But as he's going for the bulldog, Jeff Hardy just picks him up and dumps him through a table at ringside. Yeah. Dumps him over the top rope and into a table that's at ringside, which was badass.
And the crowd really wanted some tables in that match.
The crowd was chanting "We want tables" for a while before somebody finally got a table, and that was the table that Punk set up, was the one that he went through. And then,
the biggest spot of the night.
Well, wait, but there's also you forgot about the superplex onto the ladder.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty hard.
I remember watching that and thinking, there's no way that he's gonna do this. This would hurt way too much. And he did. Punk suplexed Hardy onto the ladder, but in such a way that it obviously hurt them both exactly the same.
Yeah,
like he landed flush on it too.
Even more so, it probably hurt Punk because Punk felt dumb too as he did.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God, what an idea!
What I do is a dumb idea.
No, I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew that was gonna hurt like a bitch, and he's just willing to do that to himself. But then, so what happens? They go out to the outside, and they're brawling for a while, and then Hardy just gets a chair and just starts fucking wailing on Punk like 4 times to subdue him. He sets up one table like next to the ring. Then he like grabs the shit off of the Spanish announce table and sets that up, and then starts beating the shit out of Punk again. puts him on the Spanish announce table, fucking caves his head in with one swift chair shot, and then goes and gets the gargantuan fucking 20-foot ladder.
The Godzilla of all ladders.
The fucking Megalon ladder. The Mecha Godzilla ladder, basically.
And he goes
he slowly,
step by step,
slowly ascends to the very top. I'm thinking, how high is he gonna go on this ladder?
Like three steps from the top, I would have been like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, 3 steps.
Two steps from the top. That's amazing.
I almost expected him to do the thing where you go like to the top rung and put like one foot on each side in the top rung and just jump for there. No, he goes to the tippy top.
Puts his best Jesus pose.
Best Jesus pose, and then he didn't even have to really jump into the swanton that much, which was good because when you have it's so unstable that he couldn't really. But the swanton is such a move that he just really has to like fall forward and then like tuck his head in. So he just swantons CM Punk to motherfucking China from like 20 feet in the air.
If you're on the WWE Network free trial and you don't use your free trial time to watch this match, you're wasting your time
you're wasting
and your
life.
Freeness, sir.
It is. When I first watched it, I was like going through matches that I had heard were good and like taking notes on them and like kind of like doing a little scoring system to see like what rating I wanted to give them. For this, I didn't even do that. I was like 5.5 stars.
Out of 5.
Out of 5, yeah. This was like everything I ever could love about wrestling, and it loses points with some people because it's a ladder match and it's just basically like a spot fest. But it's a well thought out spot fest. Everything leads to the next thing. It's exactly what a ladder match should be. I personally think it's like the gold standard of ladder matches, especially with like the psychology of the ladder. And that's the other thing. After the huge spot, the swanton from the heavens, Jeff Hardy is the one that actually starts getting put on a stretcher, and CM Punk starts slithering towards the ladder and trying to grab his opportunity. And Jeff Hardy sees that, and he fucking like gets up off of the stretcher, and does the most amazing sell job of like trying to like stumble back into the ring.
like half concussed.
half knocked out and just like not knowing where the fuck he is. Kind of just tumbles back in the ring, and both of them climb up the ladder, and they do this awesome spot where like one of them is like basically grabbing onto the belt, almost has it, and the other guy punches him. And then that guy grabs onto the belt, almost had it, and then the other guy punches him. And they did that back and forth 4 times, I think. And then finally CM Punk just kicks him in his injured ribs and punches him in the face, and he falls off, and Punk grabs the title, and it's all over.
Yeah.
But it's not all over, because CM Punk has to go celebrate the fact that he has ended Jeff Hardy and, assumedly in his mind, convinced the masses, universe, caused them to see the light of straight edge. So he goes and he rolls Jeff Hardy over and stands over him, holding the fucking
World
Heavyweight Championship high. And then all of a sudden you hear dong, the Undertaker's dong, and the lights go out, and the dong, you hear the dong again, and then finally the lights come up, and
where's Jeff Hardy?
The Undertaker is nowhere to be seen. He's like, what the fuck? But then CM Punk looks down, and instead of standing over Jeff Hardy, he is now standing over the Undertaker,
the dead man,
who reaches up and choke slams him to hell. And one feud ends and another begins, and that's the end of the pay-per-view. And it's fucking glorious.
And that's the end of this week's Fake Fighting Frenzy.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Steven.
I'm your not host, D-Rock.
And we urge you to laminate your important documents.